Rolling! Welcome to the new medication sessions. The new studio. So here's, I'm not going to show you the chair, but here's the legendary chair that Alex made me, my cousin. So thank you for that. Still looking a bit pongy, but I think that should work. So we're in the back of the van. Nice little colour in the background. Just thought I had. Maybe get some pictures of Mila, or like what I'm thinking of doing is getting my daily diary, my checklist, just behind me. So do that every day. Just a yes or a no. Did I meditate? Did I exercise? Etc. So location wise, I'm kind of in hopefully a nice enough place to be secluded and quiet, but it's quite difficult. Just still trying to figure that one out, but nevertheless, let's give this a go. I'm very happy that I'm trying something new. It might be that I go back to the van, to the driver's seat, but I'm very comfortable today. Anyway, as in my neck and my back, but right. So good morning, everybody. I hope there's happiness in the world, and let's get this zoot lit. Interesting one. So the marshmallow leaf and the raspberry leaf mix arrived yesterday. I'll show it to you in another video. Really good, really nice. I mean, looks like a big bag of weed. It's so funny. My mum was in the kitchen. I opened it up, pulled out this big bag of green herb. You should have seen her face, which was really interesting because her face was like one of panic and like, oh my god, it's weed in the house. And later on in the day, my dad had a similar reaction when I showed him, because I think it's just interesting to that they're physically scared and mentally scared of this plant. Like as if it was, I don't know what. So very interesting to see. I just can't work it out really. I mean, I can obviously, because people, oh, it's illegal. Oh. But come on. So fun. Anyway, so put it into the joint yesterday, and really smooth. A little bit of coughing, but you can kind of pull on it a little bit more. Somebody outside. Yeah, I don't like it. And with the door open. See, with the van, you can kind of shut the doors. Anyway, who cares? I care. You see, that's the same thing as what I'm telling them about my mum and dad just then, about being scared. I'm scared of the smell of this, so that people will maybe walk by and go, rah, rah, rah. But what am I scared for? Maybe the police, because it is illegal. Have to respect that. Sod it. So it was an interesting few days, and it tastes nice, by the way. This does as well. It's a nice taste. It's not as harsh. Yeah, so it's positive so far. Let's see. That's the thing about these reviews. I just don't think you can have a fair enough review after one try, or depending on what you're reviewing. Some things have a 6-week case study to see any effects. Some things you can have in an hour. But then there's also the long term. Short term, long term, mid term. There's all varying factors of what else you're taking, and what else you're trying, and what else you're doing on that particular day. So these reviews of products and alternative therapy options and activities that you can do, I'm really interested in reviewing and sharing a decent overall total sum review, including like emotions. Whether you felt. How you felt on that day when you took or did, or and then kind of sharing with people who are interested in you know, taking stock of their routine. Because I was thinking about it, like everyone should have everyone has a routine, whether they're conscious of their routine or not. Which is consciousness is quite an important thing to me, because you can make conscious decisions, and you know, and consciousness I think is something that I've lacked for many years, and that's why I use this word awakening, because I do really feel like I can see. I'm like, ah, I get it. So when I wake up, I'm in control of what I do, and I can choose to do good things for myself or bad. I mean, 38 years to get to that. Come on, Dobbsy. Jesus. Or maybe I knew it all the time. It's just like, you know, I don't know whether or not I was making decisions as part of my habits that were negative for me and people around me. But certainly now I'm feeling like I'm like, okay, so what actually am I doing, taking in the evening, or what am I going to try, or what if I'm doing nothing, then is there something I can do, like this yoga? You know, I wake up in the morning and I was laying there awake for the first time in 8 years, early morning, so I was like, well, why don't I do something and about that, and I would never have done that, and if I would have done that, never have continued it. So therefore, the test isn't just the fact that I'm doing it now; it's whether I continue it, and I think the idea is if something works, then you continue until it doesn't. Like, why fix something if it's not broken? Perhaps, and find that balance, and don't just kind of jump from one thing to another, like I'm guilty of. So that's the test. It's not, there's no pat on your back just because you started something. You got to see it through and adapt. Because, like, for me, yoga, I was never too interested in it because of the points situation, which I think I mentioned. I like to win points, and I like to score points, and I like to have a winner at the end, or have some kind of competition. So I wonder if you could do that with yoga, because I'm no good at it, so I wouldn't score many points. And I would imagine there's a way you can kind of level out, handicap the playing field for any yogi master against somebody like me, and have a yoga off each morning. With a judge, I don't know how far you can get the stretch, you know, whatever. Is that something I can implement myself? Is that you know, because nobody else maybe wants to do that, because it's all about inner peace and tranquility and being in connection with yourself, but you don't have to think about the points while you're doing it. You know, you can, if you're able to, this is a stupid idea, I'm not going to go too far into it, but you could, you know, you could just worry, you could say that, right, we'll check the scores at the end. Concentrate on, you know, the deeper you get, and the deeper you get into yourself, the more points you score. So, anyway, so I'm interested in these reviews and stuff like that. So that's good for the marshmallow leaf and raspberry leaf. Hopefully this coughing will clear up. My coronavirus test came back negative, so now I'm just waiting for the antibody test. If of course it gets sent back, because I'm not really sure what happened there, but because I was quite sick at the time. But good news is that I know that I haven't got it now, so it's a bit of peace of mind. Nice day off yesterday, didn't really do much, got some sun. I wanted to get some sun. I never ever sit in the sun, really, I don't like it. So I thought, you know what, vitamin D is good. It's something I don't usually do. I will sit in the shade outside. I love to be outside, obviously, but I don't like to sit directly in the sun, so I got some sun. So that's good. Had a bit of a feed up, did 24 kilometres on the bike, So get in there on that one. Did some yoga, meditated, spoke to my dad, but not in depth. He chose to talk Monday, Tuesday, so that's brilliant. That's lovely. So that was good, and we had some nice chats yesterday. It was just like an easy, nice day, and all in all, pretty good. There's a few things I didn't get to do, but that's no problem. That's no problem. I managed to pick up a few bits for my organisation, for my day, for all sorts of. I'm just trying to correct things, for the sake of it was £1.50 for 2 little pots that I can kind of put this new marshmallow leaf in, and my daily meds in, so that it's just literally 2 tiny little pots. You mix them together, and away you go. Because that organisation of I like to sit down and roll the joint. It's 20-minute break, 2 to 3, 4 times a day. During work, 2 or 3 during work, and it just gives you that time to sit down. It's kind of like a ritual. You're aiming in a way to make the best joint possible, so that it's enjoyable. So there's a bit of competition, it feels like. And I do always think of Sam when I roll a nice one, because there was a day back in the day when Sam couldn't roll a joint for toffee. Sam, if you're watching. And I suppose in a way it was a bit of a competition subconsciously. It's like, oh, I can do a good joint. Stupid, really, but friendly, friendly banter between 2 pals. As it happens, he's excelled, and I'm left in the dust. So who had the last laugh there? Anyway, but yeah. So when I roll a nice one, it's nice. It's a win. It's like, yes. So yeah, so I like that. So I'm going to continue to do that. But I want to get this a nice box sorted out, and but time again, I have to work for these things, and so in the meantime, instead of just wanting everything now, give yourself something now, because that's fine. But try and find something that costs nothing or as little as possible. £1.50 for some pots. Change the organisation of it this morning. Fantastic. This chair was made out of a pallet that I stole from Wix. And then Alex did the rest, turned the magic on. This paint I stole from Alex because I saw it, and he had a nice colour on his shed, so I was like, alright, I'm stealing. No, begging, borrowing, stealing, whatever you want. Doing what I can, I'm grafting, I'm hustling with my friends and family, and they're helping me, which is just an amazing concept by itself. So that's why I'm really pleased to be sitting here, and Alex, like I said before, thanks man, thank you. He's great. I'm really comfortable as well, so yeah, it was a good day. Bit excited actually now. I just got that feeling of excitement. A nice day at work now. Rocked out 6 days before, with 1 day after. Now let's see if I can do another 6, but I'm not going to pressurise that. I'm just going to focus on 5, but if I can get that 6th day in, then why not? Finances going well. Ordered some new running trainers. Managed to squeeze in the running trainers early doors. Amazing actually, because few things, because of some requests from people and whatever, like I had to relook at my plan, to kind of accommodate other people's lives, and it's just interesting how when I thought that was the best plan possible, the one I had. This is going to get me to point B, and as it happened, a couple of people had to look into alternative ways, and found, I don't know if it's better or worse. I'm not looking for that better or worse. I'm just found a different way, which just allowed another path, which allowed for me to buy some trainers, and cheap ones. Like, I mean, I don't usually like to buy cheap stuff, but I think in this case, I'm looking for short-term you know, spend nothing, spend as cheap as possible, short term, rebuild. So it's, you know, it's different. I would never have been like that before. So I'm pleased because I'm itching to get running now. After that ride, I'm like, I ordered them after the ride. I was like, yeah, man, come on, I'm ready to run. I'm gonna shift this weight will just fall. It really will, because I've been there before. So yeah, I'm ready, but slowly but surely. You know, no injuries. Still continue the yoga, but maybe kind of just introduce a run or two during the week now, and a couple of bike rides, and then, you know, as I'm waking up early still now, I'm thinking to myself, right, I've never been able to get up and go for a run nice, comfortably, you know, wanting to. I've forced it in the past, which is why I've never been able to maintain it. But now, I think waking up in the morning, you know, I think I literally have the choice, I believe, not every morning, but mostly, to either choose yoga or choose a run, with full energy and motivation to go and do it and not force myself. So let's see if that actually is the case, but that's what I'll be trying. And let's get fit. I love it when I'm buzzing and fit, so let's do it. And Charlotte, my sister, inspired me a little bit because, you know, she's another one who struggles to be with her motivation to, not just that actually, the fact that her life's crazy, with all due respect, you know, in the nicest possible way. It's nuts. So it's difficult, very, very difficult for people like her, and she's doing it. She's made the change. So I'm using that inspiration. Thank you, Charlotte. And yes, let's join that. Let's join that vibe. I want to join that vibe, and maybe we can share some exercise ideas and find something to talk about. But so yeah, great. Yeah, all in all, a nice day off. And ready for another week. Let's go attack it. Oh, one more thing. I was looking in. One more thing. I wanted to mention it because it's just something that is an alternative therapy, and this is hopefully what I'm going into and what I'm interested in. So I was looking into Cuddle therapy the other day, last night, and I know that sounds stupid, and maybe it's something that I probably wouldn't have shared before, but. You know, I think everyone needs a cuddle, and I needed one last night. I think I was, you know, I don't know. I was like, oh my god, you know, particularly with Mila, but Mila doesn't like to cuddle. She's like a mama. Really annoying. It's really annoying. You know, it's like a cuddle when she wants it. When I want cuddles, I would have cuddles for, you know, hours. Excuse me. But she, oh no, I said it didn't make me cough. Hopefully that's the last one. Yeah, and I've heard of it before. And all sorts of therapy, like laughter therapy, and you know, and I'm interested in trying it and taking the plunge, because that's what this is about, isn't it? This life, trying new things, and I love cuddles, and I'm neglected from cuddles because of the way I perhaps treat people is not fair. But you know, I had a great relationship before. Now I don't, because of my actions, I suppose. But a proportion of that can go to me. But so yeah, you end up in these situations where you don't have human contact and that intimacy, or not intimacy. That's wrong, because cuddle therapy is not about that. It's just like that human interaction and that, you know, that feeling of cuddle from someone genuine. So yeah, and I don't see the problem in. As I say, I don't know why I said I don't see the problem. Like there is a problem, but let's say I'm willing to try and give this a go for temporary. Hopefully, you're not going to need that kind of therapy for a long time, because you find someone, you know, that you can share your life with. But in the meantime, why not give it a go? How funny will that be? and laughter therapy and singing therapy, you know, like scream therapy. I don't know, there's all these things that just release, and you know, we're supposed to be in contact with each other, I think, and in these times obviously it's going to be difficult to find anybody, but impossible probably. Maybe that industry's gone, but I'm just interested in the fact that that's about, and whether I'll try it or not I don't know, but interesting, I think. All right, well, I'm going to get going. So yeah, puppy, I miss you. So difficult. Like, my German's terrible, Mila's English is terrible. Although she understands, but you know, we can't. It's really hard to communicate. Which, like, not a lot of people even consider. I say not a lot of people consider, but I don't know why I talk about other people. Actually, strike that. Which is just difficult for me. If you understand, and you know, although I see her character and I see her sweetness, and I know her, I know what she's doing, and you know, without language. But to hear those funny little comments that she's saying, and hearing Veronica laugh, and me not getting it, and having to be told after, that's hard. So look at yourself, Dobsy, and learn German. So now, I think, now that I'm in this place, I believe I've struggled, as I've said, I might do a video on this German, on my struggles with language. But as I've told, I think I mentioned it before, there's all different learning styles, and I've been doing a learning style, I've attempted a learning style that's, I know is not for me, I knew wasn't for me. My history shows it's not for me, and therefore I don't know why I'm doing it. So I'm trying to change new things, and learning about other alternatives, even alternatives in learning. And it turns out there's a really interesting method which I intend to try, and I'm hoping that with all these changes, with a new method, whether it's that method or another, I don't know, or with a new person, somehow I'm going to be able to crack it, and with that new motivation. And I'm not going to miss those moments with me, and I'm going to, I'm going to do it for you, baby. So I'm coming for you. Nice 24k in the bank yesterday. Running trainers on the way. We're off, honey. All right, so yeah, have a great day, everybody, and yeah, keep your head up, keep your heart strong, keep your mind set. Out from the new studio. Speak to you tomorrow. Ciao, bye.